Hey, before we get into it, is everything straight on the live? I am looking into the chat. Please let me know before I get started. Are we all good audio? Are we all good visual? Please let me know in the chat. My apologies for the technical difficulties. I was not aware that the live stream froze. Please let me know. Are we good? Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? Is everything all good? Can y'all hear me in the chat? Let me know what's cracking, y'all. Y'all in here? We gonna get it started again. Y'all let me know in the chat if anything go wrong. I'm checking or hit me. All right, I'm good, good, good. All right, cool, cool. My bad, y'all. I apologize, friends and family. Even I have technical difficulties from time to time, but I'm not gonna let this stop the momentum of this Bucks win. This was just somebody hating on us. Without further ado, I said, yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Amber. This is Amber's Logic, Milwaukee Bucks trades, rumors, and news live edition. Before we get into it, you know the spiel. Comment, like, subscribe, and share this electrifying content with the people. Y'all know we here to talk about. Just got back for Fiserv Forum in front of friends and family, watching a good Bucks game between the Milwaukee Bucks versus the Miami Heat. We had to beat the Miami Heat and the refs and Doc. We had to beat Doc too because of the way he be coaching, but we not gonna get into the negative. Let's talk about the positives. Let's talk about how KPJ carried us down the stretch. Let's talk about Jang's good play. Let's talk about Ryan Rollins playing aggressive. Let's talk about Sims and his rebounding and just playing solid defense and even dropping a few dimes here and there. Let's talk about Kyle Kuzma's good start. He had a quality game. We scored over almost 130 points without Giannis. So we already know that this team is capable of scoring a lot of points. We have to stop. We got to stop letting things that we already know frustrate us. Y'all know what I'm saying? As far as the defense, as far as perimeter defense, as far as AJ Green's playing time in the rotations, because it is what it is until Doc Rivers is relieved from his duties. These are things that we just have to accept. We're a team that's just going to have to outscore you. It is what it is. We've been asking and yelling at the top of the roof, please play defense. Stop doubling. Mind your business. It's just not going to happen. So we just got to hope players continue to be hot and carry us down the stretch. And when people have their moments and ride it out, the only thing that I would ask is that from a perspective from coaching, I know he can only do so much, but I would just ask that when someone is hot, Doc Rivers, do not take them out of the game until they start missing shots under any circumstances. I think if he'd have left Jang in the game, Jang was in rhythm. He could have probably had 20 points today. He played so well that his 3-point shot and his stroke looked so good. I'm very impressed with Jang. I know Cam Thomas didn't have his best game, but that's how it is sometimes. Feast or famine. I'm not judging him. I know sometimes you can go nuclear. You're gonna have off games. These things happen, but we have enough firepower in this team to overcome. The things that I did not like is I did not appreciate under any circumstances Pete Nance not getting playing time. I really think the sooner the better we get to the offseason and get rid of Doc, the better. Because when you're doing things like that to a player, it's affecting how that's going to affect them emotionally and how they play. Because how should Pete Nance react if he's been playing well, everybody's singing his praises, and then he gets a DNP? How should he feel? You know what I'm saying? Those are things that I can't wait till the offseason to be addressed. Obviously, we can't do it now. We just got to deal with whatever it is. But those are things that I would love to address in the offseason. Nonetheless, I'm very proud of the Bucks standing tall after we just got took out back last game. For us to return back home and get a win like this in front of friends and family was very impressive. We had to beat the refs. We had to beat Doc. Hey, we had to beat bad defense and we still won. We should be proud of this team, especially with the officiating. Yo, Norman Powell is a cool player, but there is under no circumstances should he be getting the superstar calls that he got tonight. That was egregious and uncalled for on all fronts. Period. Period. That was crazy. That was crazy. I don't even know what that was. That was crazy. But again, I'm proud of these boys. There's a point in that fourth quarter where they got like around an 8-point lead and it was looking dark and we got it together. Ryan Rollins hitting a couple of threes. Bobby Portis hitting some threes. I thought Bobby Portis played very well offensively. I thought he really helped us out offensively and pockets 5 of 10 from three, playing really well. I thought we protected the basketball well today. I believe we deserve to win this game. I do think if we have better communication, maybe on defense, that it could make things easier on us, but we just don't have that in our scope right now. So I guess there's no reason to really complain about it. We just got to accept it. And as I've stated previously, we just have to outscore people. We don't have the mental acumen to adjust on defense properly. There was a moment in this game where Miami hit 3 to 4 straight threes running the same play with the same result in the same spot. There's no way that should happen and you don't recognize it after the second time. So we're just gonna have to accept it. But the thing is, on the positive, friends and family, we got a ton of firepower on this team, and I think we can score with anybody if we get it going. And shout out to KPJ. He showed you everything in his bag. I know my man B Shack would be proud of what he saw from KPJ today. He gave it to you on all three levels, taking it to the cup, getting to the free throw line, shooting threes, distributing, breaking people's ankles. He was doing a little bit of everything out there. KPJ showed you a lot of his bag today and the value that he brings to this team. He controlled the tempo down the stretch. KPJ willed us to victory. Let's keep it real. KPJ won us that game. He went nuclear in the fourth. He dropped a 30 piece, and we needed all of that to win. He carried us. I'm not saying other people didn't have their moments. Ryan Rollins has some moments, Bobby Portis, but the catalyst was KPJ. I was happy to see him play like that. A lot of energy, a lot of heart. He put us on his back. He put us on his back. Our point guard put us on his back. Salute. For real, salute. Let's get the likes up, y'all. My bad for the technical difficulties earlier. My bad, y'all. Let's get the likes up, though. Let's go through these numbers. I'm going to tap y'all in here. Bleacher and everybody else, I'll tap y'all in a minute. Let me just go over these numbers. Again, my apologies for the technical difficulties, friends and family. Y'all know that bothered me. You know that's something that don't happen often, y'all. You know, I pride myself on professionalism. Y'all know how I do. All right, y'all. Let's get into these numbers. Then we're going to tap into homies and get active. Bucks score 128, 117, beat one of their heated rivals, no pun intended, the Miami Heat. And the thing that makes me most proud of this game was in a deciding quarter, in the final quarter, the deciding quarter of this game, we outscored them 24 to 39. And remember what I told y'all about the Milwaukee Bucks. The way that we can beat you is you're going to get tired by the fourth quarter and we'll have our fresh legs and that's when we'll get you up out of here. That's what happened to Miami today. They didn't have enough ammunition to deal with what we were doing. We had fresher legs down the stretch. Even though KPJ played a lot of minutes, but it wasn't a lot of like hard minutes on him, if that makes sense. He wasn't getting knocked down all the time, running around. Like, those were controlled minutes for me. KPJ played very smart today. This is one of his most complete games to me, even though it's not a triple double, but the way he controlled the game, he controlled the pace. He did everything right today. Everything right. Shout out to KPJ. And shout out to the rest for treating Norman Powell like he was Kobe Bryant. Marks. Wiggins played solid. Wiggins was another one that was getting hot for threes. They were getting practice threes on us. I just wish we could improve just slightly on defense where it's just like not blatant. If you pass twice, you're going to get an open three. I really wish we could just, as the players, because we can't expect the coaches to help this team. But you know how you can help any relationship? Communication. Communication. Even if the coaches aren't helping you, you can at least say, hey, yo, he over there. Watch for the three. Switch. It should be some communication coming from these players. It would make things way easier on them. I thought that we could have really controlled most of this game if we weren't so lackadaisical on defense. There was just a way. The Bucks on this defense. Norman Powell shot 14 free throws is an abomination. Bam had 18, Wiggins 16, Norman Powell 26. Kel Ware, solid performance, 14-8. Tyler Hero, we shut him down, 14-6. They only shot 43%, 33% from three. The free throws is ridiculous. 51 rebounds, 32 assists. Shout out to the Bucks, causing 16 turnovers, 8 steals for them, 5 blocks. Now to the team that matters. Kyle Kuzma, another solid performance. I know y'all quick to kick Kyle Kuzma back in, but he, like I said, he's been playing very well this year. Of course, he's not going to be perfect. He's not a superstar. You can't expect him to play out of 5 games in a week, 5 good games. There's going to be an off there, but he can give you 3. He can give you 3 good games out of 5 and maybe a fourth that's okay. So I think we need to accept that. And I think we need to give a little bit more lenience to Kuzma because he does help us out a lot. He does bring a lot to the table, in my opinion, with his size and ability. Kuzma at 19, a lot of his damage was done in the first half, and we needed it. 7 of 16 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds. He did have 2 turnovers, 1 steal. Miles Turner didn't give as much today. I don't know if he got hurt or something happened. I couldn't quite tell. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Kevin Porter Jr., our MVP of the game, 37 minutes, 32 points, 11 of 20 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 4 from the three-point line, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. He only had 1 turnover. As much as he had the ball, 1 turnover, this was a virtuoso game from Kevin Porter Jr. Again, I know it's not a triple-double, but if you watch this game and how he had control of this game, he did whatever he wanted today, especially offensively. He had it going. I love what I saw from KPJ today. AJ Green played 28 minutes. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. I know y'all are going to destroy AJ Green. I just ask y'all to give him a pass because he's not. It's not like he's being put in the best position to be successful. Everything is going against him being successful. You're putting him at a small forward where he's well undersized. You're not running plays to get him open. So it's not like, I just want y'all to consider AJ Green is not being groomed to be successful right now under this current staff. And that's why he's struggling. He's playing out of position. He's asked to do things he shouldn't be asked to do, or he doesn't have the athleticism to do. And sometimes these are the results that it yields. It just is what it is, y'all. I'm not capping for AJ Green. I'm just saying we need to take these things in consideration before the criticism of AJ Green is the predicament that he was put in. He didn't ask Doc to put him in at the 3. I'm sure he wouldn't want that. But that's his predicament. So I just want us to take a little bit of a grain of salt with AJ Green. Ryan Rollins, 37 minutes also, 21 points, 9 of 16, efficient, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block. He filled up the stat sheet with that 4 turnovers. He had a couple bad ones, but I think that we should look at Ryan Rollins. I know a lot of y'all were kind of hard on him, but I do want to take into consideration that I believe he's being told to be aggressive. I think he's being told to get shots up. So I don't necessarily think he's being greedy. I think this is what Doc is telling him to do, because if he wasn't, I'm sure Doc would say something. So I think he's telling him to be aggressive. And even with that being said, I mean, he was efficient. He shot 50%. 50% from 3. I mean, outside the 4 turnovers, he played really solid. And Bobby Portis had 21. Look, we had for the most part, friends and family. This team can score. We had another game now. This is almost 4 people with 20 or more points. We got 4 people with 20 points. I'm gonna count Kyle Kuzma's 19 as 20. That means we can score the ball. So that's something we can hang our hat on. We can score. Even think about that. We're scoring 130 points and we don't have any offensive sets, nothing. And we're doing that. Can you imagine once this team gets some direction where we're going to be? That's what we need to be thinking about. Once we get direction, it's going to be a whole different Bucks team. But nonetheless, look how effective we are. So I just want us to kind of look at things a little differently. And I saw y'all in the chat already. Stop making excuses for Green. I'm not making excuses. I'm just giving facts. And if you want to call excuses, that's fine. But I just want you to put yourself in his position. What would you do? You 6'3", they putting you against 6'7" people, athletic, dunking all over the place. What would you do? Just saying. He's not put in a predicament to bring the best out of his ability. That's all I was saying. I'm not capping for him. Just saying they're not taking advantage of his abilities. Bobby Portis played well today offensively. 21 points, 5 of 10 for 3. We needed all of those threes. Ousmane Dieng, I thought, played excellent. 22 minutes, 11 points, 4-6, 3 of 3, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, no turnovers. Jericho Sims, I thought, did very well on the boards, getting 10. He was the only person on the team with double figures for boards, so shout out to him. Cam Thomas did not have a good game today. I just don't think he ever got into rhythm. And I also think that's because of rotations that he never got into a rhythm. But you got to take that. It's going to be give and take. Cam Thomas is going to have some off games. Not many, but then he's going to go nuclear. So I expect him the next game to go off. You know what I'm saying? So no need to worry about Cam Thomas. Again, he's a man playing without a system and without a role. He's just out there hooping. So I just want to take that a grain of salt. The Bucks did get up more shots than Miami, 94-97, so that's good to see. Shooting 40% from 3, 80% from the line. And my favorite stat, which I mentioned before, we had 10 turnovers. That's it. Awesome. 10 steals. Awesome. That's the difference in this game, really, is KPJ getting hot at the right time and us not turning the ball over like some damn fools. And we were able to win this game down the stretch being carried by KPJ. He carried us, and I want him to get his credit. He was our MVP today, and I'm proud of us getting a win, and I actually think we're going to win tomorrow, too. I'm just going to put that in the air. All right, y'all, let me put the link in the chat. Tap in Bleacher, and we're going to get into it. Man, y'all was going in on AJ. Y'all was going in. Let me tap in Bleacher. Hold on. Let me tap in Bleacher. Hold on. There we go. What up, Bleacher? Hey, 128 points, boy. Hey, 128.
Man, that was it was. I mean, like this is the first time in a while I just sat and watched the game and just observed it. You know, it was pretty. They're trying to do more with other guys. You know, so I was pretty much appreciating that. KBJ trying to pass more, be facilitator, and trying. Right. I was giving Bobby's offense. You said it, and I give him credit. He was passing the ball more than usually it's just shooting on him.
But he was doing a lot of shooting, but we actually needed his offense today. Like I said, we're best when everybody has a pocket or has a moment of greatness. Bobby had some moments of greatness. Kyle Kuzma had moments. Ryan Rollins had moments. You know what I'm saying? KPJ.
I was really impressed by Sims blocking out and getting those rebounds. Like he was really fighting with Bam.
He's starting to do the little things. He's starting to do the little things now that we need, like the dirty work. That's what I'm saying. He's starting to do the dirty work now, and that's what we need from Sims.
Yeah, it was great. And then I mean, yeah, Kevin Henry had a good game today, and yeah, oh my God, Powell's getting so many calls. And I kept like, you got me. Like it was bad.
He was getting superstar calls. That's all I'm saying. If he was a superstar, I wouldn't say anything. But it's like, yo, he's Norman Powell. He's Norman Powell.
He sounds like a politician the way his name's
right, man. Norman Powell, man. Like, damn. Norman Powell's not trash. I wanted him on our team as a bench player. But he had a good year. He's having a good year this year, all-star. I get that. But he's no perennial all-star. He's not a six-man of the year. And he was getting calls today like he was Kobe Bryant, and it was uncalled for. It is sickening to be at some of these games to watch the officiating at a home game. Even when we're at home, we're on the road, and it's crazy. That's why I can't play professional sports, because I'd have slid somebody's jaw by now. I would have slid your. I just suspend me. I have to make an example. You can't keep playing in my face like that. I would have slid somebody. That's why I can't play, because I'm a slide. That was crazy. Some of that was crazy.
It was bad. It was really bad. You see our players getting knocked over. You see KPJ.
Right.
They're
And
not
they wait,
calling.
and they all the late calls, like, oh man, like the refs did everything they could to keep them in the game, and that's really what was keeping them in the game because the fouls was stopping the momentum. Like it, that's all a scam. They try to do what they could to give us the L, but we persevere. And again, our bench now is a real weapon. That's what helped us in the fourth. Yes, KPJ carried us, but then you had Jang having moments. You had our bench. Like we have some talent, but we're not utilizing them all appropriately. And I don't think
Uh,
we'll be able to utilize the talent on this team, honestly, until next year.
yeah.
To utilize it correctly. I think we'll get in a play in. I think we'll do a little something. But for us to make a run, I think we'll need a completely different coaching staff because this coaching staff has failed this team. So that's why I'm so tempered with my expectations, especially in the playoffs, just due to a coaching staff that's inept. You know what I'm saying?
It's clear to me that Doc really has to go. People try to defend him, but I'm like, no. Like, yes, some play like it's like players do make plays, and you got to let the players do the plays. But if the coach ain't giving me the right answer to the equation that I'm supposed to be getting, and me have to really think about what I'm supposed to do, then what am I supposed to do at that point? And I just think that Doc has not been utilizing any of these players correctly. I know people get on AJ Green, and I watched the game. He's trying so hard on
That's what
defense.
they about to get on us. Let me look at the chat. They about to get. They about to
We
get.
watched the game together. I was
All right.
fired up too. What do you want him to do? What do you want AJ Green to do?
All
He's
right.
trying. He is so trying, and they put him on Bam. They didn't put in the other guy. No, man, I don't want to hear that. Come on, you can't
I just
put
don't
in
think
that.
they're putting him in a position. Hold on one second, Bleacher. I don't think they're putting him in a position to be successful. That's all I'm saying. They're not. They're not like allowing his skill set to mature. They're just not. They might be hurting his confidence to keep it real. Same with Pete Nance. Why did Pete Nance not see any action today? No disrespect. I'm using AJ Green. I know it seemed like a defender, but 28 minutes is too many minutes for AJ Green. I think if it would have been 18 minutes and then you gave 10 minutes to Nance, I think this game would have been over sooner. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
a lot of the problems we had in this game was due to rotational flaws, and I don't think that's anything that's gonna be fixed this year. Unfortunately, it's been a problem for years, and as much as we get angry, as much as we yell and try to give advice, there's no change. I think Doc is just being Doc. And we just have to accept that. And like I said, we just have to hope we outscore people because we can score the basketball at a high clip, at a very high clip.
well, that's what happened with the at the end of the game. The Bucks did not allow them to score in 6 minutes and 34 seconds,
Right.
and they ain't allowed to score. They stopped fouling. They just stopped. Like, you know what? Just don't even foul them anymore. Because at that point, they had to shoot threes at that point, and they just like, you know what? We ain't fouling you guys anymore. We're gonna let you do your thing. We'll cover the spots supposed to cover. They covered the 3 point
Yep.
line finally, and then they couldn't get no shots up because they wanted those threes. I just think that when the guys get calls like that, and like that's why I was thinking. One thing I was proud of the Bucks was they didn't get out the referees. They just kept on at it, and then after that, but the referee's like, all right, they're playing better. They're not trying to foul, so we're not gonna call it. So I was kind of happy that they didn't complain to the referees at that point. And Powell was just getting all these
Uh-huh.
calls, but
And also, I don't want you to forget also that we executed down the stretch, I thought, well by protecting the basketball. We weren't turning the ball over. We were getting good shots, regardless if it was kind of KPJ carrying us. I think we were getting good shots. We executed better than them down the stretch. We just needed 5 good minutes of basketball, and that's what we got. 6 good minutes of basketball, and that was enough. We ended up winning comfortably by
yeah,
double digits. And we were down 8 that quarter. We outscored them by 15 in the final quarter. 24 to 39. Our best quarter was the last quarter of the game. We almost dropped 40. You know why that is? We got fresher legs. We got more bodies that can score. Respectfully, our team on paper to me is better than Miami Heat.
I agree.
On paper, we're better. We should beat Miami. We're better on paper. If you just look player for player, we're better. in my opinion.
They only had like 4 players that was just legit. You knew they were gonna score their points, but other than that, they had to win from the storm.
Right.
And once they looked tired. They looked tired at the end of that quarter. They just didn't kept trying to lose their legs, trying to run around, try to get those open shots, not doing too many screens because they were trying not to do the screen the first
Right.
couple. And then after the third and fourth quarter, they tried to do a lot more screens, trying to get open shots, and that didn't work because guys was just running over those screens. But I just was really happy and excited that this team just they could have went down a couple
Yeah,
of
they could have
times.
quit. They didn't quit. They showed some heart and grit. I don't want to give them credit. That's what I'm saying. Is there's a lot of things people AJ Green played too many minutes. This, that. Nonetheless, no Giannis. We scored 130 points and beat a playoff team. The Miami
Yeah.
Heat are 31-28. We're 25-31 in this game. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, hey, and we're right there. We're knocking on the door. We're applying pressure to Charlotte now for that 10th spot. I think we're gonna slide past that 10. Like I could see us at the end of the season in the 7th position. And I'm also under the assumption that we'll see Giannis return sometime soon. I'm under the assumption.
Yeah, I don't get no information about him just quite yet, but they said soon. They said real soon. They want to make sure he can do 3-on-3 and then 5-on-5, and then they'll decide then. But probably probably next week. My assumption. I'm saying next week. Sometime next week he'll probably be back. But right now they're going to just keep evaluating to make sure that he get ready for the game. I mean, get ready to come back. But right now, I'm really happy that this team has been showing their enthusiasm to
Right.
keep going and just
You know what somebody mentioned at the game, and it's crazy, and I was like, damn, you're right. Today was one of the first times in a while that I've seen us diving on the ball for loose balls. I saw
yeah.
Ryan Rollins playing with some energy. When is the last time y'all they played like they wanted to win, diving for loose ball? I saw a lot more effort. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I was happy to see. Like, damn, people diving for loose balls again, playing with energy. Yeah.
That like when I see that, I'm like, all right, I need
And then on
to.
top of that, we had double. I know we didn't win the rebound battle, but how often have we got 10 or more offensive rebounds? We had 10 offensive rebounds today. That doesn't happen often. Things are changing with the new look Bucks. I know that a simple fix, and I know that y'all are going to yell it at the rooftop. Put Jang in at the 3. Put somebody else in besides AJ Green. And I just don't think it's happening. I really don't think it's happening.
With that goofball and coach right now,
Yeah,
he can't.
we just gotta accept it. Like I said, we just need people to get hot. That's really it. We'll tap you
That's
in,
it.
James. Hold on 1 second. We tap in, James. Go ahead, Bleacher, and we go to James. What up, James?
So
What up
James,
now?
yeah, just like I said, the team they just need to get better. Just working together. I mean, it's still a work in progress, but
Mm-hmm.
overall, I'm happy the way they getting Sims involved here and there, making sure he gets his shots when they see it right here, or he'll get the rebound. I'm more excited that Sims are really blocking out these guys. Like he was
Right.
blocking out a couple of times in this
He
game.
played well. He was the only person on our team with double figures in rebounds. Nobody else was. The only person that was close to 10 was Kevin Porter Jr. with 7.
Yeah, that was it.
Bobby
And
Portis only had 2 rebounds. Miles Turner had 5. And I don't know if he was hurt today or what was going on with
he
Miles Turner.
did
He did
not
not
look.
play well.
It was one turnover I remember seeing that, like, I think either KBJ or one threw him the ball and he had it, but then he just dropped it and it was turnover. I'm like something wrong. I don't know. He's not been right for the last couple of weeks. I don't know. He must still be hurt, but he's trying to play through it. But
He's had a couple good games here and there, but it's been very inconsistent.
yeah, it's been very inconsistent here. It just. But I'll let James go
Yeah,
ahead, man.
on you, James. So what you think of today's game? Good, bad, and ugly.
Hey, Bleacher. Hey, Curly Lambeau wants his hat back.
Hey, if you want to say that, I'm representing, baby.
I see you got everything else. Go ahead, James, on you. What you think of everything, sir?
Well, let me clear something up. Nobody's firing me. Nobody's firing me until I beat Pat Riley for wins.
Go ahead, James. What you think of everything, though, bro?
Hey, so for real, like,
Oh man.
I know we like to spend a lot of time on Green is trash, why he's getting the minutes he's getting. Bobby's hit and miss. Although there's times I see 2021 Bobby and I'm like, man, maybe, let me keep my mouth shut a little bit, because there's times I'm like, man, he's back to Bobby buckets, and I'm happy he's coming in off the bench and bringing some heat. So
our bench is killing teams. Our bench is killing teams. Killing them.
Here's the givens, right? Green, sporadic Bobby, Trent, we already know, right?
He's DNP.
Doc. Yeah, we got these same things we always bash on, but I think we came over the hump these last couple weeks to where there's so much positive. Our defense isn't going to change.
Correct. That's why I said we just need to accept that.
And we can. How do you overcome terrible D? 130 points.
That's it. We just have to outscore you. That's it.
Bro,
period.
And right now, why do we win 7 of the last 9 games? Because we're putting up points. Because we're hustling. Another thing too, and we talked about this a lot in the beginning of the season, by just adding Dang and Cam, bro, we doubled. This is gonna sound bad, but we doubled our basketball IQ offensively with those 2 cats on the floor. Bro, both smart players. You don't see a lot of dumb. Look at how many dumb passes today. Not from Cam.
Not from
Dang.
Right.
No,
you're right. You're right.
Very smart players, bro, that run around, never stop moving. In some ways, reminds me of Drew. Cam does a little bit. Maybe not the defensive side, but Drew is he never stopped moving and always trying to figure out. He's looking for a play to develop, and if it isn't developed, he'll take it. That's kind of how we got with Cam right now, right? So, it's crazy. I agree with you. I do see us, especially now that we're only a half a game out of that last playoff spot. I do see us probably making the playoffs. I'd like to go a round or two just to get this young squad that we got now some experience. But regardless of what happens, I'm feeling See, we've all been looking for some optimism for this year.
Correct.
I'm actually like, man, you know what? If we sign this new crew, get rid of some of the extra, Doc as well, assuming Giannis stays, or honestly, bro, even if he doesn't, look how exciting this team is. You almost forget. I don't mean this in a bad way. You almost forget about Giannis for a minute. Like, man, these cats are running.
Right, scoring points.
Bro, we got a team. We have a team with or without Giannis for several years, right, with this core right now. And what do you need as a fan, bro? Just a little hope, because for a moment there, we had none.
None, right. That's true.
Right?
Now we went from talking about top 5 lottery pick to now getting into the AC. It's just crazy how the right moves can just change everything. We didn't get any world beaters. We just got players that fit this team.
Yep. Well, and I was thinking about, we're always tripping on like, man, why is Doc playing Green? Why is he starting Green? Something that maybe we don't see. Maybe there's this sense of obligation on the coaching staff and Doc's, from where Doc's standing, knowing there's ownership looking down at these games, knowing that they reached in their pocket and spent big money to give Green a contract. I almost wonder if there's a like this hidden obligation to make sure Green gets playing time until he can find himself or whatever, knowing that we paid him all this money. You know what I mean? Like the politics that are behind the scene. But man, dude, I'm pumped. I'm starting to feel, like you said, that we started to kind of fall back a little bit. Fourth quarter, we were down 8. There was a stretch a couple years ago where I don't care what we were down. We were down 22 points. I was like, man, we got it. Remember we were talking to Jim yesterday, man. I never felt like we were out of it. I don't feel like we're out of it with 8 points. I'm like, dude, that's nothing.
Right. These cats get buckets over here. Right. That's a Cam Thomas. That's 2 minutes of Cam Thomas. 8 points is 2 minutes of Cam Thomas.
I wasn't feeling that even just a few weeks ago. We were down 8. I'm like, bro, we're done. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, now I'm like, man, we got this. We got any number of players that can throw up 8-10 points in 2 minutes. So, Yeah, it feels good to get a good win
against a
against a
quality,
good
yeah, a
against a
playoff
good
team,
team.
a
Yep.
playoff team,
Yep.
a team with a winning record. I mean, they're above 500.
Bro, we ain't beating Miami a few weeks ago with our old crew.
Oh, that's
We ain't,
100%. We're not beating them with the old team. No way.
no.
No way. No way, no how. In my Rob Parker voice. No way, no how.
Yep.
The thing is, we have our potential is untapped, and it's just unfortunate that we don't have the coaching staff to bring the best out of this team. That's why I'm almost looking forward to next year, because I know if we can retain a lot of this talent, we really can hit the ground running with the right infrastructure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm something else that I've been thinking about too is did we miss something with Turner? Because I don't understand. I mean, I remember him being decent, but I don't know. I know it's too late. Money spent, way overspent, but there was a while where I was kind of sour on Sims. Now I'm like, man, I'd rather see Sims. Sims at least jumping out the top of the basketball,
catching lobs, man.
He at least getting 10, 15 rebounds, which is a bonus for us because we don't rebound that good. I'd rather see that from our, yeah.
No, that's fair. I just wish these rotations would have a little bit more consistency and make sense. Like, one of the main pet peeves that I have for Glenn Rivers is that he takes people out when they done hit 2 or 3 shots in a row. Like, Jang was cooking, and then you take him out to bring him back 2 minutes later. What are you thinking about? AJ Green is getting cooked in the first quarter. It took you so long for your synapses to fire at the correct frequency for you to see that you need to take him out the game. That should have happened so fast. That should have happened so fast. It's just like Doc's reaction time is all off. And again, I'm not trying to just dump on AJ Green. I do honestly feel he's not being put in the best predicament. I honestly feel that way. That's not to troll or nothing. I don't think he's being put in the best position to be successful.
I think the starting role was premature. I think he was maybe sign him for a contract, give him maybe a little extra money, but not starter money, because I was an AJ Green fan when he came off the bench last year.
I'd be an AJ Green fan at 4 years and $12 million instead of 4 years and $40 million.
Yeah.
It sounded like a Pat Connaughton deal all over again. That's what it sounded to me.
I like that. I hope that's not the case.
Well,
but
it's. I'm thinking, because when we was talking about this a couple weeks ago, that's what I started thinking about. I'm like, I remember he did this with Pat Connaughton a couple years ago. Kept starting him, kept playing him, but just harping like he needs to be on the bench. Because it was getting bad. It was getting to the point he was like, you're gonna have to just trade him because he was just getting cooked every game. Yeah, he was good here and there, but he was getting cooked every game.
I just don't want that for AJ Green, because AJ Green is a sniper and he has skills. He just needs to be utilized correctly. He needs to have a team that's going to run some plays and sets. Period. And to be honest, too, another thing, and I'm not trying to take the ball out of people's hands or anything like that, I feel extremely comfortable with Ousmane Dieng bringing the ball up the floor, running the half-court offense. I think he has a lot of untapped potential, friends and family. If you watch how that man glides on the court, everything looks effortless. His form on his jumper is picture perfect. It's picture, even when he finishes at the end. Somebody said it in the chat. Shout out No Strays. I'm gonna get to your super chat here. The European players that play in the Euro League, they just have high IQ. They have high IQ. He plays high IQ basketball. You mentioned it. He's thinking out there. You can see it, everything. And the other thing that made me mad today, before I get into it, I was ashamed to watch how the Bucks handle pressure. When you put the full court press on the Bucks, we look like a deer in the headlights. To the point you gave Sims the ball behind the half court for him to bring the ball up. Dude, how do you not know how to break a press? Playing high school basketball, you learn that. Middle school, how to break a press. We look like we don't even have some of the fundamentals down. That's concerning. That's
Bro,
concerning.
you said, you know what? You're reminding me of something. What one knock on Sims? Man, is he scary when he gets the ball, don't he?
Yeah.
He gets the ball. He's like, he's stressing. Like, who do I get? I want this hot potato out my damn hand ASAP.
He got bad hands, bro. That's why he got
Bro.
bad hands. His hands are terrible.
And because of that, he makes bad passes because he's trying to get rid of it right away. Like, man, he gets the ball. He gets the ball anywhere past the free throw line. I'm stressing.
I couldn't believe they put him in that position to give him the ball in the backcourt to bring it past the half court line against a press defense. But that's been like that for years since Doc has been here. When you pressure the Bucks, it usually works in your favor, and it shouldn't because it's such a it's not like it's some complicated press they're doing. We just can't bring the ball up. Our ball handlers are scared of being pressed. It looks like most of them. KPJ be dancing, but Ryan Rollins has issues.
That's a coaching thing too, bro. But even in high school, what was the one thing we trained on in high school?
Yeah,
Passing the ball out, picking the ball out, line up. Remember, you all line up single file and bro, you can't be this. You can't be this bad bringing the ball out without not. We're just not practicing plays on that. We throw the ball away 2-3 times a game just taking the ball out if we get pressured.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. And one thing, but I do want to give the Bucks credit. We only had 10 turnovers. And one thing I noticed, it was I don't even think I saw any cross-court passes today. Usually we do the cross-court, then they get intercepted in the middle and then fast break. I didn't see a lot of that today. I do want to give the Bucks a lot of credit for protecting the basketball. They only had 10 turnovers. That's good for the Bucks. And again, I want to compliment them too on the boards. We had 10 offensive rebounds today. 10. We usually don't get double figures in offensive rebound. There's been a definite swing with Jang and these other players that can rebound now. I think we are crashing the boards now. I think we are crashing the boards now.
Yep,
it was good. Let's fight for those basketball. They was fighting for it because every time it was a ball up in the air, even when Bam was going there, it seemed like Rollins just trying to dive.
Rollins was playing like the old Rollins, diving for loose balls, but got him on the court, and that was good to see. We need more of that. People diving for loose balls, just more effort. Act like you want it. You know what I'm saying? And I think they played like they wanted. And then, like I said, we executed in that fourth quarter, especially the second half of the quarter down the stretch. We suffocated them, and KPJ brought it home. And I think what we need to know with this team, we have so much firepower that it can always be a different person that's closing. I think whoever's closing for this team should be the hot hand. If that's Cam Thomas, if that's Jang, if it's KPJ, whoever the hot hand is in the fourth, we need to ride that hot hand until it becomes cold. That's one of the problems with this team. We don't take advantage of people really when they're on a heater. People do it against us, but we don't do that. I do wish that's something that can change. When you see somebody getting hot as a teammate, it shouldn't be the coach. Let's take Doc out of that. Let's start blaming the players for things that they can control. You can control if someone is hot and passing them the ball. That's something you can choose to do, and we need to do more of that. Ride hot hands. That's how good teams play. Victor ain't gonna score 50 every game. Stephon Castle gotta get his too. De'Aaron Fox. Ride the hot hand. I was mad. That Jang thing really pissed me off. That dude hit like 2 or 3 threes in a row, and then you just yank him. These are young players. Minds are fragile at a young age, regardless of what you've been through. You're still young. You have to take that in consideration, Doc, when you're yanking people, DNP and Pete Nance. That's like playing in his face. What did Pete Nance do to not get playing time? So you're telling me Pete Nance is Gary Trent Jr.? No, that's not fair. It's not fair. I'm mad as hell Pete Nance didn't get no playing time. He's one of the highest IQ players on his team. He needs to be in the game. He needs to be in the game. He's only going to allow positive things to happen.
Speaking of that, last part you just said, he's done? Like
Gary Trent?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he ain't getting no playing time. He's trashed this year. That's how you know it's bad when Doc lost faith in you. You know it's bad.
He get no play time.
Gary Trent Jr. But the thing is, the only negative about the Gary. Let me just double check before I say something. Hold on. I just want to make sure because that will be unfortunate. Oh yeah, Gary Trent Jr. be back next year. Let me show y'all why. Hold on. Let me just change this real quick, y'all, so y'all can just see this real quick. You see Gary Trent Jr. You see that highlighted in blue here? That's called a player option for 3.8 million. So I just want y'all to know that Gary Trent Jr. will be back, unless something miraculous happens. Gary Trent Jr. will be back. We also have Torian Prince on a player option. Gary Harris player option. Jericho Sims player option. Kevin Porter Jr. has a player option as well, which is a bit concerning. That is definitely a bit concerning.
Oh my goodness.
So just things to consider. We do have Jang. Jang is for a qualifying offer next year, so we can at least match. I'm trying to see what's up with Cam Thomas on here. Oh, Cam Thomas could be a rental. We have him for this year for $905,000, and he'd be a free agent in the offseason.
Yeah.
So that's tough. So these are things we got to consider, y'all. Cam Thomas 1 year, and then we got to see what happens. So it's not like we're guaranteed to have him next year. And then Usman Jang is a qualifying offer. So I don't know what is going to happen in the offseason. Like I said, the offseason is going to be very interesting to this team's future because I think depending on who we acquire and what the final roster looks like could determine if Giannis actually stays or goes. I really believe that way.
We still have until like the June deadline though with these player options, right? We can still package some stuff and maybe somebody else will see some value and we can. Man, I'd take. There's got to be some teams that can use those guys and maybe clear up some of this dead weight. You know, I'm not tripping on them. It's not like it's a ton of money.
Right. It's just a
roster spot.
Roster spot, right. And then you got Pete Nance. Pete Nance is just signed for this year.
Yeah, so he can be gone too.
Yeah, then Andre Jackson Jr. is on a team option, so he's gone. I would assume. Andre Jackson Jr. is gone.
It's too many player options for me, man. Seeing that, it's too many player options that I think that's one thing that Horace did wrong. Is too many player options, not the TV option. But like you said, they're not gonna sign that if they're not getting something to be here. You know, there's just the double-edged sword. You sign guys that you know that probably don't want to be here, but it's going to be here for Giannis, but then they still want something out of the deal. So that's why.
In Horst defense, this is probably the nicest thing I'll ever say or have ever said about Horst. I can see how he may have been trying to make moves you might not normally make in a last-ditch effort to make a run for a year. I think he was trying to just say, man, we're already kind of short on cash and we got all this money going. We got the Dame money. I think that's what the Miles Turner thing turned out to be. Like, man, we need a big,
right.
You know, so I cut him a little slack on that. The challenge is it just so happens we have the pieces now where we're in the middle of almost a small rebuild that's
correct
and still competing, and now we're looking for the future and we're still playing with 1 year all this stuff options and we're paying people that ain't here.
Right, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Tough.
This is one of the biggest off seasons in our franchise as far as because of Giannis. Because if this goes left as far as players, he's out of here. I don't care what he said. That's how I feel. I think we have to do the right things in the offseason to retain Giannis for him to sign the Supermax. We have to retain if Cam Thomas gets signed, we have to at least retain Usman Jang. I think he has so much upside as a small forward. He has like a Scottie Pippen build. You know what I'm saying?
I think we need to get these guys no matter what. And if Giannis stays, he stays. If not, man, I like where we're at. Without again, I know it's gonna piss some people off, and I love Giannis. I'm starting to feel like, man, these cats are hooping without Giannis.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping. Here's where things go left. Giannis comes back, and everybody has to conform how they've been playing now back to Giannis. I think This works if when Giannis comes back, he adjusts to these guys' game.
Yeah, that. We'll see. It's gonna come down to ball movement. Hold on one second. I didn't want to forget. Shout out to No Strays. Appreciate the $4.99 super chat. I swore I heard Giannis say he was 100% the other day. Let me find out he waiting for the Knicks to play. Let's do right here. Shout out to No Strays. Damn, No Strays. You don't got no chill. Shout out to No Strays, our favorite op. Ridiculous.
And I think there was one thing I heard somebody say before. That was like, KPJ is so ball dominant. Ryan Rollins is so ball dominant. When Giannis come back, he's gonna be too ball dominant. And they're trying to learn now just to pass the ball to each other, try to give each other some shine. And one thing to remember, Giannis ain't getting no MVPs. He's not getting no this is the first time in his career that he's probably going to miss all NBA team because of the requirements to make it. So what's the point of be ball dominant? You know you ain't gonna get anything. So now it's all about just winning. If you want to talk about winning, you come back, you worry about winning the game. You get 2 points, 3 points, 10 points, 15.
Right.
Just worry about winning the game. Be the guy that you knew you do. Like, how these guys come in, make it easier for them. Imagine Cam Thomas getting wide open shots he don't have to try.
It's like basketball isn't hard. Moving the basketball leads to open shots. I will continue to bring up the Princeton College basketball team. They barely dribble and get open shots merely off of passing the basketball, cutting, and proper screening. The game of basketball is not difficult. You just have to play smart. That's it. Rebound, box out, don't throw cross court passes. Smart basketball. That's it. High IQ basketball. High IQ basketball is it. Crazy.
Yeah, right.
Crazy.
I just think if whenever he comes back, I just hope he's like I'm with you, James. I just hope he adjusts to them, not the other way around, because it's just too much. I see too much talent that's been better since the trade, and y'all seen it. He's seen it. He understands what's going on now. It just he got to adjust back to them, because if they try to do the other way
I do feel
around,
like Giannis will adjust when he comes back. I do feel like he will adjust.
Man, I hope so. If I see this cat bringing the ball up from half court again, running down, we got people for that now, bro. Stay your ass in the circle. Stay in the paint. Get your
If I was Giannis, I would love the way the team is built now. All he should have to do is go in the post and raise his hand up. That's all he should have to do. Back to the basket, put your hand up, get the basketball, turn around, and just go up. You don't even got to worry who over there. It don't even matter. And just go up. Giannis needs to make the game easier on himself. You have people that can handle the ball, bring the ball up, can handle the outside. You're not an outside shooter. You are a paint. Treat yourself like Shaq. All you need to do is go in the paint and make yourself available. Why do you want to do all of this at the top of the key when you're so big, you're so strong? Go in the box and dominate. Punish people in the paint. I would love, like, why are you playing harder than you need to play? Why do you need to run point? Just go. Simple. Keep it simple. Jesus. You're 7 foot with. That's why it's going. You're doing too much. You're 7 feet. You're stronger than everybody else. You can jump higher than everybody else. Go in the paint. Turn around. Dunk the basketball. Rinse and repeat. There's no reason for you to be shooting threes. None of that no more. Let it go. Dominate the paint. Go with a Dwight Howard approach and dominate the game inside the paint now. You tried the outside. You tried the one leg thing. Is not yielding the correct results. You had a jumper for 1 year and then you left it. So leave it all alone. Just leave it all alone. Just
right
leave
here
it.
Right here like Shaq did.
That's it.
Don't let me catch you out the paint. I'm taking you out.
That's it.
That's it. That's the game. And he does that. I don't care if he misses all his free throws. He'll still get 35 a game.
Right.
He'll get 35 a game. He'll get 10 assists because, it's this team, the way they're playing now, is built to bring out the best in Giannis. 100%.
I agree. I 100% agree. I 100% agree. Everyone needs to fall in line, but I see y'all talking about Ryan Rollins can't ball. That's true. Ball movement is key. That's really the key to this team. When we're scoring 130 points or in previous game, a lot of that was due to ball movement. We're getting 30 assists, 36. Like that's the epitome of ball movement. When you're over 30 assists, that's ball movement. There's no way you get 30 assists without ball movement. There's no way. That's why that's always my barometer. If we had 30 assists, I know that we're playing smart offense and people are touching the ball. Like today, I mean, we had pretty much 3 different people or 4 different people, 5 or more assists. I mean, AJ Green had 4 assists, Kevin Porter had 7, Warlands had 5, and Jericho Sims of all people had 5 assists. So that was interesting to see. Jericho Sims is definitely a willing passer. Like I said, he either has small hands or bad hands. I don't know what it is, but he is very bad with the ball in traffic, just like Bobby. But I like the way this team is going. I'm interested to see when Giannis come back, what the adjustment that's going to be made as far as with Giannis, if any, or do things just go back to being status quo?
I hope not. I hope not. It was better that it didn't work then, and it probably won't work now if you try to do that. I mean, but it's just now you got some pieces now, especially Cam Thomas.
Oof. Would y'all agree with that? Is Rollins and GA a ball stopper? Are they ball stoppers? Right. That's an interesting. Right. He's like, Right. Shut up. Right. But is it for I mean, I can't call Giannis a ball because he needs when he has the ball in his hands, he's gonna make something happen. So that's not necessarily a ball hog. I would consider more like a point forward ish, but I don't want to say ball hog. And again, I do think that Ryan Rollins has been given the green light to be this aggressive. I don't think this is just all on him.
It's not.
It's not on him. But I know it's getting late, y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Appreciate
hit it
y'all.
anyways.
We got a game tomorrow, y'all. So we playing the Cavaliers at home. Appreciate you, brothers, tapping in. James, I'll see you in the morning. You already know what it
Yes,
is.
sir.
Same time, same bat channel, James. We're gonna chop
All
it
right,
up.
fellas.
Bleacher, talk to you in a minute. You already know. All right, Bleacher. Salute, my man,
Look,
Bleacher.
man.
All right, you. Oh, shout out. All right, y'all. So how y'all feeling, honestly? Then, how y'all feeling? Are y'all feeling confident in this team? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling good with the talent we have. I am just really like nervous about the offseason, y'all. That's really just what got me nervous this offseason. But besides that, I do feel very, very confident in this team. Very confident as far as what they can do with everyone 100% healthy and buying into the program, which is moving the basketball. And if we can communicate a little bit on defense, it'll do wonders because we can score the basketball, friends and family. Clearly, we can score the basketball. So I'm just happy about what I'm seeing right now, friends and family, and how we deemed ourselves after the poor play in the previous game, where we got our head beat in by the Raptors to come and redeem ourselves against another playoff team, a team that we're chasing in a playoff race, was very impressive. Very impressive. So let's take some of this stuff with a grain of salt with this team. Let's keep putting the positive energy in the air, and let's just see what happens. We get in the playoffs, you never know what happens. It's 0-0 at that time, so we gonna see, y'all. But I appreciate y'all tapping in. We going live tomorrow, same time, same bat channel. And for people that call in, when I'm on a live, you can't be hanging up, calling back, hanging up, calling back. Just stay. If you gonna call in, stay in there. I'm gonna get you in there eventually. But if you calling in and out, I ain't gonna have time during the live to be trying to get all that together. So if you gonna call in, just stay in there. I'm gonna get to you, I promise. But the hanging up, calling back, that's doing too much. But I appreciate all of the support. Please hit the like button, y'all. It's 80 of y'all in here. Can we at least get the 40 likes before we get up out of here? The electrifying content is at least worth 40 likes. What are we doing, friends and family? What are we doing? Let me see if I missed my boy. Oh, my boy Maurice was in the building. I ain't see you. What up, Maurice? Damn, someone needs to tell Giannis if you want to make your teammates better, set proper screens. It's the most selfless thing you can do as a big. It will create openings for him to score as well. Wow, great comment. My man Maurice always dropping gems. Shout out to Maurice. Yeah, I've been talking about the screening thing ad nauseum, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. 100%. Shout out to my man. Appreciate y'all. Oh, salute to friends and family. Hey, man, I love this community, y'all. Y'all want to shoot at the 50, go for it. Appreciate it. What up, Carrie? I saw your message the other day. I was a little busy. But salute, Carrie. I'm going to holler at you, too, on Instagram. Salute, Carrie. BKC, appreciate you tapping in. I don't know what happened, but we'll get you next time, bro. Salute. Make sure I ain't miss nobody to holler at. Lewis Fleming, what's good? Hey, Travis, what's good, bro? That was a good game to be at, fam. Salute. King Kwame, I see you. The homie Mr. 414. Make sure I miss some of my people. Jimmy Roller. Daddy Commander. Active. JST Fresh Tech. Anthony Lacey. Who else up here? Derek Stevenson, my dude. Bibby up in here. Jay Hall. All right, y'all. We spinning the block tomorrow for another one. Another win. Comment, like, subscribe, and share the electrifying content with the people. This is the best community on YouTube. And once you tap in here, you're a part of friends and family. Comment, like, subscribe. Gone, y'all. All right, see y'all tomorrow, y'all. Be cool. Gone.